What's good? What's poppin', everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. I'm back to another New World video. Today we're going to go over kind of an undisclosed nerf to some weapons in the game. It wasn't announced in the patch notes, and through trial and error, a lot of people have kind of found out this is prevalent in the game. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of it. It's actually pretty big, and I'm surprised that Amazon didn't say anything. So because they didn't say anything, some people think that it might be an unintended bug, but it seems weird because it's pretty apparent throughout most of these weapons that I talk about, and the fact that it hasn't been addressed by Amazon since it's been known, and it seems to be working in a particular application versus none. So without all this beating around the bush, let's just get right into it. All right, so the topic at hand is going to be the mainly the ice staff and the ice gauntlet, and I believe the fire staff is also this. There's a little bit less data on the fire staff, but there's for sure for ice gauntlet and for life staff. It seems that no longer does stacking either heals with the life staff or stacking like ice storms with the ice gauntlet does like it stacks anymore with damage. So if we look at our weapon master here, I don't have very much in it, but if you see something like this, Sacred Ground, create an area on the ground that lasts for 15 seconds and heals for 20% of the weapon damage every second. We all know what it is, right? But in like wars, you could just spam a bunch of these on the ground and it would stack. So it made it on both sides, right? So even though it was really strong, it wasn't necessarily broken because both sides could do it. But now it seems that it doesn't stack. So whoever, say you throw one out and then 2 seconds later another person throws it out, it cancels out what the first person did and the second person's now comes in. Now, you might be saying that might not seem like it's going to be an issue, but there's two big things. One, because it's not stacking anymore, people are going to die a lot quicker. Second is that it can be a problem even if, say, we get all 60s, but for right now, not everyone is 60, so there's going to be even lower levels. But if a lower level or somebody with not as high mastery on the life staff, let's say, or ice gauntlet, or have as high of gear score or stats or what have you, they accidentally put another heal over somebody else's that has a higher. The weaker one is now the one that's prevalent. It cancels out the stronger one. Thus, whoever it's healing is getting the kind of the short end of the stick, right? It's getting a lot less. And now the same thing, if we look over at the Ice Gauntlet with Ice Storm, it's the same thing. I'm going to show you guys a post that talks about it, and then there's a Twitch clip that's going to kind of show the Ice Gauntlet, and I'll leave a link for those in the description below. But it's essentially going to show you guys what happened. Now this one it's not a lot of detail whether or not there's who's a higher level, so who's doing more damage we can't really see, but we do know that since it cancels one out, it just makes sense that whoever is the lower level is going to, if they cancel out the stronger one, it's going to, be a worse heal or worse damage. But again, like I said, we don't know if this is a unintentional bug. It seems like a pretty big one because it's pretty consistent across the board. There hasn't been anyone that's saying, oh no, I don't have this. It seems that it's just actually this is just happening across the board. Now I will say this, it's only seeming to be in PvP instances. During PvE, it does not appear that there is any kind of problem with stacking still. You can still stack a bunch of heals, stack a bunch of damages with the Ice Storm. And again, like I said, the Fire Staff, there's some people talking about it, but not enough to know. I do have the Fire Staff. I just haven't been able to play that much since the patch came out. So I haven't been able to really test it in PvP. But if I do find it out, I'll also let you guys know down below. But just know for sure it's been pretty much tested and proved that it's through the Ice Gauntlet and Life Staff that this is a case. So what will Amazon do about this? We don't know. Hopefully they do something about it. I don't know myself if I think it's a problem or if it's good. If you guys follow any kind of medias with this game, so Reddit, Twitter, Instagrams, even the forum posts, other YouTube videos, whatever it is, right? There's a lot of talk, or a lot of people were upset about how spammy life staffs particularly could be, and even ice gauntlets. So life staffs, people just didn't like the spam because you could spam a bunch of heals and it's really hard to kill somebody. the Ice Gauntlet wasn't just an annoyance, but it was actually a game-breaking thing. Now, don't quote me on this, and I might be incorrect in this naming the region, but I believe there's a region in either Oceanic or Australian service. I could be wrong. It'd be not one of those, but I'm pretty sure it was one of those. And essentially, there was a guild or company that was going into wars, and they were all spamming ice storms, and with the Ice Gauntlet, and it would freeze the server, and it would actually just run out at the time so that they would win the war. Now, obviously, that is a huge exploit that's not intended, and those people, I'm pretty sure majority of them got banned, if I'm correct. I haven't really followed up with it since I first heard about it. But that's obviously, like, really shitty, right? Because you could just freeze the game and it crashes. Now, how does that coincide with why does that matter now? Is because if it doesn't stack in the first place, the damages and everything in the PvP settings, maybe less people are going to be bringing them, thus less people exploiting it. Or maybe not, maybe people still do it just because they know they can exploit it, who knows. But no matter what, it's going to have a huge effect on wars, particularly Outpost Rush. Since Outpost Rush is pretty much broken, doesn't really matter. In open world PvP, it's a little bit less important because there's not as much organized PvP yet. I'm assuming that's going to be something that happens throughout the game as it progresses, and later, a couple months down the road, it's going to be a lot more around open world PvP, small groups, small scale, medium scale. But right now, it's just your couple people going in a group and going around flagged up and fighting. So the coordination and the amount of stacking is not as apparent as it is in wars. In wars, it's really important because if people are all stacked up, let's say on a flag or on a part on a castle defending or whatever, you can't throw out all these ice storms anymore and just do a lot of damage, or you can't throw out all these heals and just heal everybody. So that's pretty huge. Whether or not it's good, I don't know. There's kind of I'd say there's a good split amongst the community. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you think that they should be able to stack. If you think it's good that they don't, should there be a max cap of how many things can stack, like 3 at once? Should they allow it to be canceled, right? So let's say that there's 3 people and there's a person that has the highest tier gear, person that has the lowest tier gear, and then the person that has the low or mid tier and then low tier, right? And they all throw down a heal, let's say. Maybe they shouldn't allow it should always take precedent of the stronger one, and the other ones don't cancel out the stronger ones. Who knows? I think that's a pretty good way at least to do it, but we'll just kind of see. Anyway, I'm going to bring up the post so you guys can see, and then we're going to watch the video. Again, this isn't my post and this isn't my clip, so I'm not taking credit for it, and I am going to leave the links down in the description below. All right, so here it is. And it says huge game-breaking undocumented changes to AOE stacking such as Ice Storm, Sacred Grounds, HOTS, DOTS, etc. HOTS is healing over time if you don't know, and DOTS is damage over time. Basically, a lot of AoE taking abilities, most notable Sacred Ground and Ice Storm, do not stack anymore. This means if someone else drop a Sacred Ground on top of yours, it will cancel your own out. Same thing with Ice Storm, but only one Ice Storm can hit the enemies now. This is an intended changes. There was nothing written in the patch notes or officially from the dev. Now, in this post, it doesn't say anything about it being PvP only. But from what I've kind of gathered, and I'm sure I could go down in this post and find it, it seems that in PvE settings, it does not become apparent. It's only in PvP settings. This clip that we're about to see is a duel with a 2v1, 2 Ice Gauntlet users versus just a person standing there, so they can show that it does go down. But again, I think it is a PvP only thing from what we can gather right now. So I'm going to go to this. I'm apologizing for not being in dark mode. Okay. So again, this is my clip. This is from Revan619, so shout out to him. And this is from Burazar, is a Reddit post. So link again down in the description below. But now we're going to check it out now. So as you can see here, we'll go full screen. There is 2 Ice Gauntlet users and then just another guy standing right here. And
if we off center it, I've got 5 seconds on my cooldown.
Yeah.
Left when you do the right of my shoulder, see how far you can get.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah,
Okay, so you do.
mine on the left half.
Yeah, you do your left half. I'll do mine right half. So I'll just put half of him in it. So 1, 2, 3, go. I've got damage.
so I don't know if you guys see that. We'll go by again. Actually, I'm going to mute this so we can, one for copyright reasons, I'm sorry if I name again Revan. I'm not trying to take your audio, man. I'm just trying to use you for showing a good example that there's something broken. So we're actually going to go to 0.5 so you guys can see it again real slick. So as you can see, he's in a circle here. He's doing about only this half, and this guy's going to go in this half. And it's just so they can prove there's a coinciding circle, right? And you can see one working, one not. So as we go here, it's about to throw it down. Then he throws it down, and as you can see right here, I know like I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see my finger, but right here, you can see damage numbers, 172, 174, and that looks like 114 or something, right? And then right here, this guy, as soon as he casts his Ice Storm, look, his numbers are gone. There's no longer any numbers coming from him. But if you look again, I know we're doing a little back and forth, but as you can see right here, you can see his health is pretty much right underneath this letter right here. Looks like an M. Yeah, Turkey Terminator. Yeah, it's the M. He hits it, and his health's going down, right? As you can see, the white going down. He stops getting damage numbers, right? He stops getting damage numbers, but you can still see his health ticking down. See, slowly going down. And it's from this guy's health, from this guy's Ice Storm. So, we don't need to finish the video. Again, shout out to Revan619, and then the Reddit post, Birzar. I'm going to link them, again, down both in the description below. But, yeah, so again, this is a pretty weird change or bug. We're not really sure yet. There is no official status or message from AGS or anybody. So it's only from community driven. So shout out to the community. It's pretty crazy that within hours of something in the game being broken or something like that, it's already found out. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I personally don't know how I feel. I at least think that no matter what, they should not let the weaker heal or damage cancel out the stronger one. In a war setting, it seems weird because if you're doing a 50 on 50, it's pretty unlikely to not have at least a couple duplicate ice gauntlets, and for sure multiple life staffs, because it's the only way to heal. So it seems weird that you can't at least stack it to some degree. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to have more than like 3 or 4 maybe life staff users in a war versus, the 10, 15, 20 that you might want to have. So I don't know. I don't know if this is an unintended thing that was an aftermath of the patch and it was just a bug. It seems weird that it's a pretty big bug. I also don't know if Amazon did this and were too afraid to tell us, or if they just forgot to put in the patch notes. The patch has been out for 5-ish days now or something like that, and no word from them yet. So we're just going to see. And you guys, that's going to do it for this video. I thought it was going to be shorter than this, but, I wanted to make sure I go in depth with you guys and actually show that, what's going on with that video and everything like that. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this kind of content, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Lets them know that you guys like my stuff, and it can, widespread out to more people so they can be aware of this kind of thing. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm doing a video every single day for the rest of October. I think this is, 13 or 14, something like that. We're getting there. So if you guys think that that's cool, you guys subscribe and hang out with us. We're doing a lot of cool stuff here, and there's more to come. I'm going to be streaming live right now on Twitch at 9 p.m. PST. Come hang out, drop a follow, chat for a bit. We're going to be playing some New World probably. We got to get that grind to 60. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm trying to catch back up. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, take it easy.